Hello and welcome back to Mr. Deathwish VR, and welcome back to HELLSWEEPER. As some of you may know, this game released on PSVR2 in a, let's say, somewhat unfinished state. Which was a massive shame because the game itself is quite good. But for me personally, the fuzzy visuals really let it down. Just standing in this home environment, this little pool of blood here looked awful. You could see crazy jagged edges to the little stones sticking out of the ground over there. It was not a pleasant sight. A few weeks after launch, the devs did release a patch to clear up some of the muddy and fuzzy visuals, and then in the last update, the Treachery update, they did improve some of the textures in the walls and floors. But today, with the Wrath update, along with a new boss and a new magical staff, this update also brings dynamic foveated rendering and eye tracking. And I've got to tell you right off the bat, this place looks better. This pool of blood no longer looks like a pool of poopy. That tree in the distance looks quite clear. There's no longer a fuzzy haze surrounding the fire within. Weapons look cool. I mean they looked alright, the weapons did anyway, but that looks a bit cooler, don't it? Or does it? I don't know. The guns are just that little bit shinier. The fires still don't look that. The textures in your hands and arms do look quite different. My hand kind of looks like plastic now. I look like a mannequin. Overall, this is a massive improvement. Take a quick little look at the patch notes. Of course, the dynamic foveated rendering. It does state here that you should recalibrate your eye tracking for optimal performance. There is improved GFX with 3 available options for PlayStation VR2. I do currently have mine set to optimal. I have tried all 3 settings, and to be honest, I can't tell a difference. You can also now enable eye tracking within the in-game settings. So if you're levitating an item to use as a projectile, eye tracking should guide where that goes. I don't actually think I enabled that in the settings. And they've also added adaptive triggers when using levitated ranged weapons, and of course the guns, the Tempest, the rifle, shotgun and pistol. And that is it for the PSVR2 specific patch notes. One thing I will say about the game before we move any further, one thing I've noticed, although the game looks so much better, I am noticing some wobble to the environment. It's almost as if on a hot summer's day when it's really hot and you can see the heat rising from the tarmac, it's kind of giving off that same flickery wobble in the air. It's a little strange. We'll have to see if that persists into the main gameplay. With all that said, let's go check out some gameplay. Right, here we are. Instantly, this looks so much better. That weird, strange wobble is still occurring. I do hope it shows up on the recording so you can see what I mean. It's not too distracting, it's weird. I don't really think you notice it when you're moving around, and hopefully it won't affect the gameplay. The lighting in here is so much better. You can see the light reflecting off that pillar there, the beams of light coming through. They look really cool. Alright, let's get into some gameplay, see if the enemies have improved. Let's go. Well, the gameplay's still really fun. The environments do look a lot better. Seems like there's a lot more going on in here in terms of detail. The enemies look a little better, and you can't really tell because he's got a blue haze, but in some places the textures do look still kind of off. It looks really wet. Overall, I am pleased to say that this is a massive improvement. I will contact the devs to address the strange wobble I've been experiencing. If anybody watching that plays this game experiences the same thing I'm talking about, please let me know in the comments, or of course join the Mixed Realms Discord and let the developers know. That is all for now. Thank you for watching if you did, and I will see you guys on the next one.